Hello, I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in Arkansas today on June 25th. Let's talk a little bit more about the legislative session. It's set to begin Monday, a three-day session that's supposed to hurry through matters about insurance and more money for prisons, but there's one issue that's still circulating. There's a group of legislators that is trying hard to get the governor to add to his special legislative call a measure to prevent the Arkansas lottery from adding video monitor gambling in Arkansas. The lottery says it needs to do it to make more money for college scholarships. Some people oppose this as a gambling expansion as a bad thing on moral grounds, but what I happen to know, which you'll see on the Arkansas blog that you won't see elsewhere, is that one of the big forces behind this legislation is Oaklawn Park in Hot Springs. It has a casino. It doesn't want competition. Its lobbyists are out there pushing to get this on the special legislative session agenda. My last check with the governor's office before I came in here to do this tape said that they did not yet have the sufficient votes for the governor to add it to the call, but they were still working at it. So that's something to watch. Elsewhere on the political front today, Johnny Rhoda of Clinton, an insurance man and a church pastor, resigned as 2nd District Chairman of the Arkansas Republican Party. This followed news reported only in Arkansas, but nationwide it got a great deal of attention. Rhoda gave an interview to a national reporter from Washington, David Catanese, in which he said he didn't think Hillary Clinton would be well received as a presidential candidate in Arkansas, that she wasn't liked here, and that she'd probably get shot at the state line if she ran. You know, I didn't take this as a serious threat, but it was a really stupid thing to say. And Republicans were very slow to respond to this fairly intemperate remark. Democrats called for his resignation. Finally today, quietly, Rhoda did submit his resignation. But interestingly enough, the party chair just said it was an unnecessary distraction. He didn't say it was necessarily a bad thing to talk about shooting a presidential candidate. Really unbelievable. Speaking of Hillary, she's going to be in town Friday at the Walmart to sign her book, and you can find on our blog rules about people who want to go see her. You'll have to be in line early, it sounds like. There's a important ruling from the Supreme Court today that says police cannot search your cell phone when they arrest you unless they have a warrant to do so. Now, they can do a body search and an anal cavity search. That's not considered an invasion of privacy, believe it or not. Also today, there was big news on the marriage front. The 10th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals struck down the Utah law banning same-sex marriage. We're getting very close to the definitive U.S. Supreme Court ruling on this issue. A judge in Indiana also struck down that state's same-sex marriage ban. This has to be a bad day for Jason Rapert. There are judges all over America that need to be impeached or recalled. I'm Max Brantley. That'll do it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.